ain't talking about you heard mama and them say about how Jesus is. But have you gotten a chance to know him for yourself? See, you just don't know. See, this ain't nothing to play with. The enemy tries to kill me many times. I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it 100. That's why he didn't want me to be up here in the first place. You know, and see, one thing that I can truly thank God for is that I do know that he's the head of my life.
Thank you, Lord.
I thank him for my mama, Apostle, Maddie Phillips, a true woman of God, a true woman with the vision. Come on, y'all got to give her a hand praise. CJWC family, we know what mama is about. We ain't gonna sit down over here. Mama know how you to do something. You know, we got to give God praise. I mean, just so much is going on in this ministry, and it calls. I thank God that he called me to come back home.
All right.
Y'all, it went straight over your head. I thank God that he called me back home. See, the things that I've been through in my life, see, I'm not afraid to talk about it. I could have been dead. I couldn't have had a second chance. But it was his will. See, I was running around ducking. I was hiding. I didn't want to be a part of, this right here. Because I was on that there. you see, that went over your head too. But see, I remember when I was growing up and I was little and stuff, and you remember how church was, back in the days, them old hymns. Oh, everything. That stuff, boy, I'm telling you, boy, you got that flavor on there. When they go a little like, I love the Lord. He heard my cry. But back in the days when the deacon used to sit over there and talk about showing up. All right, amen. And now I'm asking each of you to turn to James 1.
Praise God.
We're going to go 2 through 9.
Bless the Lord. Bless the Lord.
Let me know if you have it. If you all don't have it, right here on the screen. I'm coming from the King James Version.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
And it says, my brother, count it all joy when ye fall into divers temptation.
Yes, Lord.
Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience.
Glory to God.
But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, that giveth to all men liberally and upbraideth not, and it shall be given
Him.
Him.
Yeah.
But let him ask in faith,
Yes.
not wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of seas, driven with the winds and tossed.
Yes.
For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord.
Yes.
Yes, Lord.
A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
Say that. Say that.
Let the brother of the low degree rejoice in that he is exalted.
Yes.
Amen.
In the mighty name of Jesus,
Yes.
Father God,
Yes, Lord.
I ask that I decrease
Yes.
Lord.
while you increase.
Yes. Hallelujah.
Father, I ask that I decrease
Yes, Lord.
while you increase.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Lord, I ask in Jesus' name that the way that we came in, that we will not be the same once we leave.
Yes,
Amen. The subject is called Don't Give Up.
Yes. Don't give up.
You all may be seated.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Don't give up.
Yes.
The first thing that comes to mind in today's society is that we be dealing with challenges every day.
Yes.
And our endurance seems to get weak at times when we turn on our cell phones, the news, and
Yeah.
everything, because you know, you just see violence everywhere.
Yes. Say that.
And everybody talk about this person need to do that, that person need to do this, we ain't doing that, the church ain't doing this, why is this going on? Well, first of all, we need to put God first
All right now.
in all situations.
Yes.
Yes.
And now that we seeing that there are many issues going on,
Yeah.
you know, hospitals are trying to do what politicians have.
My God.
All right now.
It's called Stop Gun Violence.
Yes. Yes.
According to Nick Wayne, a writer for HuffPost, some hospitals in the United States are not simply satisfied with just patching a person up.
All right now.
All right.
But what they're doing is they're extending services to victims of gun violence as well as the family.
That's it. That's it.
And it is called like a hospital-based violence intervention. This program is everywhere.
Yes,
And,
God.
and back in D.C. area, it was a brother named Mr. Bullock. He lived in Washington, D.C. And back in 2013, he was at a nightclub. And he got stabbed 13 times.
My Lord.
And he got stabbed 13 times. And when he came to, he was laying in the bed. And, you know, the first thing that come to mind is I'm retaliating.
My God.
Okay.
My God.
My God.
In the city of Chicago, we see a lot of that going on.
Yes, we do. Yes. Yes.
Yes, we
Yes.
do.
This situation is serious.
Yes. Say that. Say that.
It's serious.
Yes.
Yes.
We have kids dying daily.
Yes.
Daily. You right.
And these brothers, so he was thinking of it, but he didn't execute that move because there was another brother named Dr. Joseph Richardson, Jr. of the University of Maryland, you know, associate professor, offered him an alternative.
All
Thank
right
you,
now.
Lord.
All right.
During this time, they got together, but he was putting a program of a study of violence to help preventions. And
Yeah.
so he was giving a brother a call, and when he gave him a call, he was like, nah, I ain't gonna talk to him. Because the first thing that he was thinking was that maybe the people, this the popo.
Yeah.
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 And you know, the street code is what happened in the street stays in the street. You
Yeah.
keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
But God has his way of taking a brother's trial and turning it around.
All right now.
Lord.
So
Hallelujah.
he didn't go along with the program,
Yes, Lord.
so of the streets, but he did receive the help from the brothers. And if you notice over this is something that happened back in 2017 when he first launched it. But gun violence in America crisis leads to more than 33,000 deaths
My God.
Wow.
each year.
My
That's a
God.
lot.
That's about a third, and third of them which are from homicides. 10,000 more are non-fatals and shootings, in according to the federal data.
Mm-hmm.
But God put it on his brother's heart to, let's take a little deeper look than that. So now what they're doing is they treat it as though it's just a disease or something. And what they're doing is they're giving them medical help for the mental states, and they also getting them back educated, and they also, you know, putting them in job placement programs to where these brothers can be productive citizens.
Yes, yes.
And it's kind of disturbing that if we get to look at it, then it'd be like, you turn on Facebook, you turn on the TV, and all you see is black on black violence.
All right.
You
Say
right
that.
Yeah.
Black on black violence. And the thing about that, with the black on black violence, is that no one really wants to take full responsibility.
Yeah, all right. You're right about
You're
it.
right about that.
No one really wants to take full responsibility. And in closing on this situation, here is something that caught my attention. Gun violence and death and injuries cost a total of $229 billion each year.
My God.
Jesus.
Those are the services that's provided from like law enforcement, criminal justice, health care, missing work, and etc. But $229 billion.
Yeah. What we could do with that?
And most after clinically they diagnose and talk to the young men about the situations, a lot of those guys tell them this: for the first time in my life, I finally have somebody that cared about me.
Jesus.
My Lord.
Jesus.
All this stuff going on outside, and a lot of them not even getting love.
Jesus.
My God. My God. That's it.
You own it, preacher.
Yeah.
A lot of
yeah.
people not getting love. And I look and see every time I turn around, it says Black Lives Matter.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
But we need to know that Black Lives Matter.
All right now.
I don't think y'all got that. Let me say that one more time. Listen. Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
You can wear the t-shirt. You can advertise it. But the key is we need to know that Black Lives
All
Matter.
right. Amen. 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 Amen.
But one thing that we know here at JWC is Jesus.
Yeah.
Amen.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Jesus is the one that can break every chain.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Jesus is the one that can
Glory,
save
hallelujah.
you from yourself.
Yes. Come on.
That's right.
Come on.
Feel himself.
Yeah.
So don't give up.
That's right.
Amen.
Spread the news to people that there is programs to help them.
Yeah.
But the key thing it is we as a people need to take advantage of the program.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, James, the author, the half-brother of Jesus,
Yeah.
who is the leader in Jerusalem, his purpose was to expose hypocritical practices and to teach the Christians the right way by exhortations, meaning to address an issue or urge believers to encourage one another.
Yeah.
You see, James began his letter and outline in general by characteristics of a Christian life. And more importantly, the New Revised Standard Version says, my brothers and sisters, whenever we face trials of any kind, consider it nothing but joy, because you know that the testing of your faith produces endurance, and let endurance have its full effects, so that you may be mature and complete and lacking nothing.
Yes. Come on.
That's what the Word of God says, not email. That's what the Word of God says. See, trials and tests will come and it produce endurance.
Yeah.
And see, when you're going through situations in life with endurance, sometimes you have to be like a trainer. See, when you first get up on that treadmill, when I was with my brother Hershey back there, see, he was running for a long time, but see, me, I had to have it going a little bit slow because I had to build my endurance up. And see, when you be consistently putting your mind and focus on what God has you to do, then you can be able to be strong enough to go back into the neighborhood and to bring that person out instead of being scared and telling them how you doing. It's a problem when we walk down the street and these young brothers see an elder on the street and won't move. That should make somebody upset.
Come on.
That should make somebody upset. That means your mother, your grandmother, your sister walk the street and the young brothers don't have enough sense to move to the side.
Come on, preacher.
In the house.
Don't give up. Turn to your neighbor and say, don't give up.
Don't give up.
In endurance, we have to learn how to condition ourselves. We just can't condition ourselves by what mama and them used to tell us. No. In this day and society, you have internet, Facebook, and all that. The world is educating themselves. And it's time that we get outside the walls and to show what God is, because they will never know how God looks unless they see you.
That's right.
That's rich.
The only Bible that a person can read is you.
All right.
That's right.
The only Bible. And see, we believers are not always mature when we're being tested.
That's right. You
Say that. Say that.
Really? It's getting quiet over here. Really?
Keep on. Don't stop.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to repeat that one again. We believers are not always mature when we are being tested.
All right. All right.
See, one thing about a test is, see, when we in school, we can pick up that book and we can study for it and we can execute it and jam on it, right?
All right.
And pass it, right?
All right.
And then you have the other one that go to study for the test the night before and do fairly well. And then, I don't know if we have any of them in this church, but we have some that just flat out cheat.
Yeah.
Bro, what you got on your paper?
You right about it.
And I ain't even have time to handle that, man, but can you help me out?
Yeah, you're right about it.
See, those are situations to where we have to learn to be mature. Now, here's one spot where we get blindsided, because, see, my wife loves to use this word, life on life term. When life shows up.
Yeah, it sure will show up now.
It will.
Oh, there y'all go. There y'all go. Brothers, y'all gotta help me out up here, because, you know, they might start getting on me when I start talking about, you know what I mean? Y'all married, right? We learn the secret words of yeah. You right. Just give me my Mo Patrol, baby. Well, so when situations comes up that we haven't studied and prepared for, the first place where to hit us at is, guess what? At work.
All right. All right. Come on.
We can go on the job. We can be happy. We can smile. We can laugh. You know, some of them walk, hey, hallelujah, thank you. Hey, how you doing? What's going on, brother? But the moment somebody step on your shoes or say that you took their lunch bag and you didn't do it, now it's an issue. It's a problem now.
Yeah.
See, you know what? You don't know where I'm from. I'm from the west side. See, I'm from the back. I know that fool over there didn't do that. Y'all know how we get. And here it is, somebody in the corner sitting back looking like, wait a minute. I thought is that, wait a minute, is that a Christian man over there?
That's what they
Come on, preacher.
Is that a Christian man over there?
Yeah.
And get to going there, and the first thing that the brother said, I too myself had that issue. Well, Peter cursed. First thing he said.
Amen.
And now here's the most challenging test. Here's another one that we didn't see that blindsides us.
Yes.
The number one problem that we are dealing with as African Americans is family.
Say it.
You right about it.
Say it again.
You can rewind that one.
The number one problem that we have is
Family.
Family.
no, I don't think no, wait a minute, that's out over there. I'm gonna ask them in the middle. The number one problem that we have is who?
Family.
Yes. Y'all was alright, but I think it's a little stronger than that.
Yes. Yes.
One more time.
Yeah.
The number one problem that we face in our communities, in our home, on our day-to-day life, and even on the telephone, or even when we block them off of Facebook, is
Family.
now. We believers, is that a little bit of proof to show that we believers are not always mature
All right now.
when we've been tested?
Yeah.
You right about it.
Right.
How can I love somebody that just talked about me? How can I be generous to somebody who lied on me?
Jesus.
How can I be nice to somebody when I call them, they don't answer?
Come on.
How can I love somebody that don't even care how I feel?
Jesus.
I don't know. That's what an immature Christian would say.
All right now.
Yeah.
But a person that knows God
All right.
Hallelujah.
know that we have to demonstrate Jesus' love, regardless of how they talk about you, regardless of how they treat you, regardless of how they scandalize your name, because guess what? They did him that same way.
All right.
So that means we have to be a little bit more focused on what God is trying to do.
Yes.
Now, here's another one too. I don't want to get nobody in trouble.
Well.
Well, I'm married, but relationships.
All right. Come on.
Relationships. That's a real blind side. Relationships, because you got two trying to become one. And you got the male version. You got the female version. Lord, please don't put the family in their version, and then you really got chaos.
All right now.
But the key is you got to focus on God.
All right now.
So
Say
you know
that.
when most of us sit back and say, WTF. Yeah. That's what we say, WTF all the time. When something go wrong, WTF. See, look how some of y'all think. Look how y'all thinking. No, what this foolishness? That's what I'm saying. See, y'all somewhere else. See, some of y'all about ready to be about it right now, but see, it's what this foolishness.
Yes.
Yeah. See, trials can cause a person to be paralyzed as well. Paralyzed in thinking. Those are the severe cases. Those are the real severe cases. Some of those may have happened to some of you maybe as a child.
You're right about it.
Things that you don't talk about, things that you can't share about, things that you may be embarrassed about. It can cause you to have a dysfunction in your current relationship.
All right now. You right about that.
In your current relationship. The individual may be dead and gone, but you still carry that pain.
Yes.
Still carry. And don't know why. Don't know why. Why am I acting like why I'm doing this? It can cause you to have attachment issues too. See, because you look at love different. You look at love from conditions at that point. You start saying, well, you do this for me, then I love you. You good. And then you go high and you do this here, then we all good and all that. But the moment that person say no, then we got a problem. Those are called conditional love. See, when Jesus died, he gave us agape love. And that is something that we must learn to demonstrate.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Agape love.
Yes.
Agape love. That's the real love.
Yes, Lord.
Amen.
That's the unchanging love.
Yes.
Because see, one thing that is that if you are lacking in wisdom, just take it to Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on. Come
Don't
on.
get on the phone and call Ray and Pookie and them,
Right.
or Cuz and them, because you know what they're going to do? They're going to bring you right where they at.
Yeah.
That's it. True.
Now you right about that right there.
They're going to bring you right where they at. See, we supposed to be examples.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's tough, but we are held at a higher standard.
Yes.
It's not to irritate you. If you fall off track, believe me, and they know that you're a believer, they're going to put you, hey, you know what? I thought you was a man of God.
Yeah.
I thought you was a woman of God. How did you act like that?
Yeah.
Why are you doing
That's what
that?
they do. We'll do it.
Why are you doing that? You ain't got no business. Ooh, look at that. And the first thing they want to do is blame the church.
Yeah.
Everything that goes on, they blame the church.
All right.
They blame God.
Yes, they do.
That is a dysfunctional situation.
All right.
Yes.
Very dysfunctional.
All right.
Yes.
But I'm here to let somebody know, if you have ever experienced that, don't give up.
All right now.
Amen. Amen.
All right.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
Don't give up.
Yes.
Don't give up. Because
Yes.
see, genuine faith will produce good deeds. It's not enough to talk the Christian talk. It's very important that we demonstrate faith. We must demonstrate love. We must show the individuals that God is real.
Yeah.
Because if someone come at you the wrong way and you pray about it, God will give you the words to help that person.
Yes, he will.
Amen.
But see, the problem is most times people want to take matters into their own hands.
That's right.
They want to take it into their own hands.
Yes.
And see, the key thing that what we must do is to focus on Jesus' life.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Jesus fulfilled all prophecy.
Yes, he
Oh,
did.
yes, he did. That's the book.
Come on,
He came
now.
so that we could have life
Yes.
more abundantly.
There you go.
Amen.
Amen.
God did not create us to struggle.
That's right. No, he did.
That's right.
How can we struggle when our Father owned the land?
Everything. Come on, people. That's right. Yeah.
It's impossible. You mean to tell me my Father owned all this? And walking around mentally thinking that I can't do this. They did this to me.
Jesus.
I don't know why stuff always go wrong for me.
Jesus.
Why is it that when I look at her and speak to her, she don't even speak back?
Jesus.
I'm here to let you know, it don't matter.
That's right.
If they don't like you, they don't like you.
Yes.
Get over it. Keep it moving.
Yeah.
Step to the side and say deuces. Get over it. Why holding it? Because the individual is not worth you receiving what God has for you. Don't you know that when you holding something against somebody, it's stopping you from getting what God has for you. It's stopping you. Get over it. He did me wrong, so. She did me wrong, so. My family don't like me, so. Get over it. Keep it moving. Step aside. Tell them deuces. What God has for you, they are not worth you losing.
That's right.
Now, if you allow somebody to come into your life and allow you to lose what God has for you, guess what? You're a fool.
My God.
You're a bigger fool than them because you know better.
Yeah.
Pick up your word,
Uh-huh.
you study,
Yeah.
you pray,
Yeah.
you fast,
Yeah.
you dance,
Yeah.
you say thank you, you throw your hand up, thank you, Jesus.
Yeah.
But then you turn around, the moment something come up against you, guess what? You act like an immature Christian.
All right now. Come on.
Help us,
Come on.
Lord.
You preaching now, son.
Help
An
us.
immature Christian.
Yeah.
Dude, I know you ain't said it. Yeah, I said it. An immature Christian.
Yeah.
People, let's stop blaming people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you know what? You in control when you control the way you handle the situation.
All right now.
Amen.
Yes.
You're out of control
Mm-hmm.
when you try to control them in the situation.
All right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's focus.
Yes.
And see, our purpose really
Mm-hmm.
is to be hearers and doers of the word,
Yeah,
and to
that's
be
it.
examples of God, and to show Jesus.
Yes.
Amen.
Thank you, Lord.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Boy,
Yeah.
if anybody in here
Mm-hmm.
experience some Jesus kind of love,
All right now.
you won't be lonely.
All right. Come on now.
Because
Come
the
on.
last time I checked,
Yes.
Yes. Hey, come on now.
he never
Yeah.
left us,
Yeah.
you, me, none of us.
All right.
Right.
But guess what?
Mm. We leave him.
He left him.
Mm.
Yeah.
Come
yeah.
on.
Amen.
You right about it.
Amen.
Sin separates us from God.
All right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Say
All
that.
right, preacher.
Say that.
But when we start to pick up the word of God
Uh-huh.
and read it,
Yes.
I was told after 30 days of doing the same thing, you create a new habit.
Mm.
So if
Yeah.
you go home and do an examination
Yeah.
of yourself
Yeah.
and see the frame of mind that you're in, if you forget, just write it on a piece of paper.
Uh-huh.
Now, if you're holding on to that same thought in the week, you need to rewind the tape
All right.
and start over again
Yeah.
until you get it right.
Yes. Come on. Come on.
Because you attract what you throw out there.
Yes.
Many people are speaking death into their own situation and don't even know it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Amen.
It's time, man. It's see, and the key thing is it's necessary that we must increase our personal inventory, understanding what our assignment is.
Yeah.
That God has given each and every one of you an assignment.
All right
Yes,
now.
he has.
Yours is different than yours. Yours is different than mine.
Yeah.
But guess what? It's still God's assignment.
Yes. Say that. Say that.
These brothers out here on the street,
Mhm.
they number one thing what they say is don't nobody love me.
Mm-hmm.
They may have done something wrong in your household or to you and all that, but our job is to forgive.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Right.
And if it's too heavy for us to handle, that's when we're supposed to take it to the cross.
Yeah. All right now.
Yeah.
See, when we take stuff to the cross, that's what Jesus did.
Yeah.
Jesus died for you,
Yeah.
me. He died for all of us that we don't have to pay the penalty for our
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
We must learn to take it to the cross.
Yes. Thank you, Lord.
It's very important.
Yeah.
Those are the basic fundamentals.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes. It
you're
is.
right
You're
about
If
right.
I can't handle it, I'm going to give it to Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have to learn to encourage one another.
Mm-hmm.
We can't just keep giving up all the time. Every time something comes, we giving up.
Yeah. Come on. Say that.
We must encourage our brothers.
Mm-hmm.
We must encourage our sisters.
Yes. Yes.
We must invite them into the house of God.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Regardless of how they look, regardless of how they smell,
Yeah.
don't be looking at them all funny because they on their way in the house because they know this is where they're going to get some help.
Yeah. Yeah. Say that.
And we must learn to open up our doors, our hearts, our minds to do God's will.
Yeah.
It's number one thing is it's not our job to clean the fish.
Yeah. Say that again.
Number one, it's not our job to clean the fish. Our job is to be like Peter and be fishermen. We're supposed to bring them in, no matter how long it takes them to get straight. But our job is to bring them, not clean them. We got to stop it. We got to keep it real. Some of us out there on the street, we was real. We was about it. Whatever I did out there, I did it because I wanted to. I ain't blame nobody. I did it because I chose to. But I thank God that he saved me. I thank God that I had a praying grandmother. I thank God that I had a praying mother. Because I was out there doing everything. Ain't saying I was a listen. Yeah, I did it. Name it. Yep, I did it. Been there, done that. But one thing that I do know is that if it was not for Jesus, who died on the cross for me, and then you turn around and come to church and sit there like, Why is he doing this? Why is he dancing? Looking around, spectating. You do not know what that person next to you been through. I ain't ashamed. I did it all. I did it all. Yep. But the number one thing is I thank God that I don't look like what I've been through. I do not look like what I've been through. Some of the stuff that I've been through and did, I tell you, liable to fall out, but it ain't none of your business. That's between me and God. It's time.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's time.
Yes, Lord.
Jesus. Have your way, Lord.
Come on,
God. Have your way, Lord.
It's time
Yes, God.
to stop
Hallelujah. Yes, Lord.
blaming people.
Yes, God.
Thank you, Lord.
It's time
Yeah.
Have your way, Lord.
for us
Yes, yes, yes.
to realize
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Jesus.
that we cannot do it ourselves.
All right now.
Hallelujah. Watch yourself.
See, I'm not afraid to call Jesus. See, some of you may have been baptized by water and water alone. And some of us have been baptized by the Spirit. So I'm not afraid to say, Jesus.
All right.
Yeah. It's something about the name. Every knee shall bow. And every tongue shall confess. Lord, help us right now. I don't know about you, but he's been good to me. He's been real good to me. If you've done something wrong, take it to the cross. If you have a problem with forgiving people, take it to the cross. If you have sickness in your body, take it to the cross. If you have a problem in your relationship, take it to the cross. I go to the cross. There's nothing like the name of Jesus. He healed me. He delivered me. He changed my life. There's nothing about the name of Jesus. Is there anybody in the house that knows that God has changed you? Is there anybody in the house that knows God will? Won't he do it? Yes, he will. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. He did it for me. He did it for you. I thank the Lord for my grandmother. But when I was out there doing things that I got no business doing, she prayed for me. She prayed for me. She prayed for me. I thank the Lord for my mother. She said, baby, don't worry about a thing. God will take care of you. Is there anybody in the house that knows that God is faithful? All you got to do is say yes. Say yes. Don't give up. You got to keep holding on. You got to keep holding on. See, our job
Yes, Lord.
is to hold on
Yes, Lord.
and don't give up.
That's right.
Jesus will fix it.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Jesus will fix it.
Yes, he will.
Don't you know that he breathed
Yes.
life
Yes.
into a dead situation?
Yes, he will.
So if you're having a struggle somewhere
I know that you don't see it that way, obviously.
in your life,
Uh-huh.
learn to give it to Jesus.
Yes. Hallelujah.
Don't try to fix it yourself.
Yeah.
Just give it to
Come on
Jesus.
now. Yeah.
And this is your opportunity right now.
Yeah. Hallelujah.
The doors of the church is open.
Yeah. Hallelujah.
See, there's always room in the kingdom.
Yes.
There's room in the kingdom.
Yes. Yes.
Please. This is between you and God. This don't have anything to do with nobody
Yeah, all
else.
right now.
If each of you have a church, a Bible-filled church, a Bible teaching ministry church, a church that's going to allow you to be who you are. The word says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. And all things, see, the key thing is, you have to seek God. You have to seek God. And remember this one thing. Go where you can grow. And bloom where you are planted. See, tell me, I gave my life to God. Oh, when he started blessing you, he bless you fast. He comes one after another, and after the next one after another. God is good. Come on now. And you know who you are. You can help the ministry. You can help the youth. See, right now we at the age now where it ain't about us.